Hey guys, so we have Viviani. Hey Viviani and hey Frank. Um, so today's live, as you can see by the title, tarot card combinations and practice readings. So a few years ago, I downloaded this document. So if you Google, so that's her real name, Bridget Esselmont, but her kind of a alias is Biddy Tarot. So if you Google Biddy Tarot free downloads, you can find this ultimate guide to tarot card combinations. Hey Maya. And there's a few lovely documents you can download, print off, laminate, whatever you want to do, right? So you guys know that when I do my daily readings, so I'll show you an example. Hey Ange. So when I do my daily readings, right, I shuffle, I cut the deck, and then I take the top card, which for today's daily reading was the Ten of Pentacles, right? And I take the bottom underneath card, which today, hey Saskia, Kalispera, was the Death card, okay? So that's the way I do my readings, daily readings. Card from the top of the deck, card from the bottom of the deck. So today we had the Ten of Pentacles and the Death card. So depending on the day, I see different things that give me the messages from the cards, right? It could be a similar number. It could be colors that stick out. It could be if I was, or if I had two major arcana cards, two minor arcana cards, etc., right? Hey, Heather. Am I the only man here? So far, yes, Frank. So this document, I want to fly through it. Obviously, I can't go through all the details. But like I said, you can download the document for yourselves. Thanks, Ange. I love it. So these are the 10 points that this document goes through, right? 10 killer techniques to interpret tarot card combinations. So we have keywords, numerology, symbolism, elements, majors and minors, court cards, strengthening and weakening, which is called elemental dignities, right? People interactions, which I always talk about facings, whether the people are facing each other or not, gives a good clue as to what's going on in the cards. Upright and reversed, I don't do reversed, but anyway, I'll read what it says. And flow, okay? So I'm going to quickly fly through these, and then I'm going to start pulling some pairs of cards and ask you lovely peeps in chat to give me your opinion on the readings, right? So let's get started. So the first one is keywords. So I'll just tell you what the examples here. So this is a really nice document. Hey, Elizabeth. So it gives you the images of the cards and then the information about them, two more cards and a little bit of information about them, right? In relation to keywords. Time for tarot school. Absolutely. So the first example here is the Eight of Wands and the Six of Cups, right? So imagine your Eight of Wands and Six of Cups. I haven't pulled out all the cards to show you. You know what the cards look like. You all read tarot, right? So it says the Eight of Wands can often be about travel. So this is the topic of keywords. So think about a keyword, the main keyword that comes to mind when you look at a card. Eight of Wands here, it has travel. Six of Cups is childhood friendships, right? So if you pull the Eight of Wands and the Six of Cups, it could be traveling to meet childhood friends. Okay, simple as that. So pick one keyword for each card, put them together, you have a scenario, right? The High Priestess and the Eight of Pentacles. So imagine those two cards. High Priestess, intuition, and the Eight of Pentacles, working hard. So those two cards together could simply mean working hard on your intuition. Hey, Hannah. How's things? I hope everyone's doing well. So that's keywords, right? The next one is numerology. Or traveling back in time to childhood memories. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely, Heather. So in numerology, it says if both cards share the same number, the significance of that number is enhanced. For example, if you pulled the Two of Cups and the Two of Wands, right? Two of Wands can be about planning. Two of Cups is a relationship. So because you have two twos, it makes the meaning of the two even stronger, right? So two can be about choices or duality, things like that, right? So Two of Cups and Two of Wands reveals a focus on partnerships. Partnerships. In this case, it might be a couple planning a future together. So how simple is that? Okay. Two of Wands planning, Two of Cups a relationship, a couple planning their future. If you have so if both cards are numbered plus or minus of each other, then the cycle stage is important. So like if you, for example, and I've said this before in readings anyway, if you go, the example here is from an Ace of Swords, which is the beginning of a cycle, and then the Empress card, which is the number 3. So you're going from 1 to 3. So you're progressing, okay? Whereas if you had like a 10 of Pentacles and a 3 of Wands, say, for example, you're going from 10 to 3, you're going backwards, okay? So things mightn't be pushing forward like you hope. Do you know, that kind of way? So it says here, for example, the Ace of Swords and the Empress, 1 and 3, signifies the beginning of a cycle, especially an idea, specifically, oh my God, I can't even read, lads. Specifically, an idea or a thought is coming into being with the Empress. So you're birthing with the Empress the idea with the Ace of Swords. Okay, so that's numerology. So just if you've similar numbers, if you've two twos or two fives or whatever, or if you're going like from an Ace to a 3, then you're progressing. Whereas if you're going numerologically, if you're going backwards, then you're not progressing. You're going the opposite way. So next we have symbolism. Now, the very good example here is Temperance and Judgment. What symbols are in common? They both have angels in them. So what does the symbolism of the angel mean to you? Okay. Other examples are, is there a common symbol? Perhaps a castle. You might have a castle in the back of the cards. Clouds, even a common color. Did I say hello to Maya? I'm not 100% sure. I saw you come in, but I'm not sure if I said it or not. Hey, Maya and Steph, just in case. So, is there common symbols like a castle, clouds, even a common color? Hey, Nancy. Hey, Anna. I've often said in my daily cards that maybe the color red is really jumping out at me from both cards. Red, I automatically relate to the root chakra. So I would talk about grounding, physical material things that are related to the earth, the root chakra, So all things to look at. Hello, friends. I just woke up, so I'm waking up. You have morning time. I did, Maya. Thanks. Good. I wasn't 100% sure. Just wanted to check. So that's symbolism, guys. So look at symbolism. See, is there anything similar in both of the cards? And what do they mean to you? Now, the next one, which is point number 4, is elements. Okay. So the example given here is 3 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. So 3 of Pentacles is teamwork. 8 of Pentacles is focusing on work. Okay. So if both tarot cards share the same element, the energy of that element is enhanced. So again, if you had a few Pentacles cards, then the reading is more than likely about work, about money, about physical, material abundance. Okay. So yeah, if each tarot card shares a different element, combine the meanings of the elements. And the example given here is, for example, swords, which is air, and cups, which is water, balancing the head and the heart. Okay. Or swords, which is air, and wands, which is fire, dominant masculine energy, because both air and fire are masculine, and bringing ideas, wands, into action with the swords. Okay. I hope you're keeping up. But this is stuff, like I said, you can download yourself and read, but it's all very basic stuff. Okay. So as you know, with that example there too of a say a wands card and a swords card, both being masculine energy, that's about like say the cups and the pentacles are feminine energy, they're kind of more internal, whereas the air and fire, which are masculine, are more external energy. They're more kind of driven, they're more kind of go for it and get what you want kind of a thing, you know. So next we have majors and minors. So the example given here is the High Priestess and Hermit, a period of deep introspection, which is the Hermit, and soul searching to connect with your higher power with the High Priestess. Okay. Again, if you have two majors, then it's about major changes going on in your life. Okay. So you might need to pull more cards kind of to get more information about what big changes are expected in your life, you know. If both tarot cards are from the minor arcana, then you know that this is about a temporary situation. For example, Page of Cups and the Three of Pentacles, mentoring a young and creative person. One. Oh, you've won 11. Because I have what do I have? 611. So you're 5 hours behind me as well, Nancy. If one card is a major arcana and the other is a minor, then the major arcana tells you what or why, and the minor arcana card tells you how. I highly recommend downloading this document for yourselves, lads. For example, the High Priestess and the Three of Wands, connecting deeply with your intuition, which is the what in this situation, by creating a vision for the future. How? Okay? 1212. Anna has 1212. Cool. So that's majors and minors. Number 6 is court cards. So if both cards are court cards, then it's likely that this combination represents two people who are in a relationship with one another. Each court card represents the most dominant personality that has been expressed within the relationship. For example, the Queen of Wands and the King of Swords. A confidant, it's not confidant, it's confident, self-assured woman interacting with a dominant male in a position of authority. Now, again, don't forget the facings, which is another point, right? So are they looking at each other? Are they not looking at each other? No problem, Anna. Also, look at the court position. That is it. That is what? That's not worded correctly. That is it. A combination of two pages or a page and a king. This will give you insight into maturity, balance of power, or stage of development. Absolutely. So, like if you had a page of whatever and a queen, if they're facing each other, page could be the child, queen could be the mother. If they're facing each other, they're getting on well. If they're looking away from each other, if they're both looking opposite directions, then they're completely not having any kind of relationship. Whereas if one is looking away from the other, then one is trying to have a relationship and the other is ignoring it, you know. Court cards continued. For example, the Page of Wands and the King of Pentacles, a young apprentice partnered with an experienced businessman. That's interesting. Look, here's the image. So this could be a young apprentice looking to the King of Pentacles for advice, to teach him, to guide him, to lead him, you know. In some cases, the two court cards may represent different aspects of the one person. You will need to use your judgment and intuition to know when this is the best approach to use. For example, the Knight of Swords and the Page of Cups, a person who is ready to take action on their newfound creativity. Okay. So that's court cards. Number 7 is strengthening and weakening. So I'm not going to read all the introductory stuff because there's loads. The first example here is the sun and the star, right? So if both cards are mostly positive or mostly negative, the energy is strengthened. So, for example, the Sun and the Star, huge success, whereas the Devil and the Tower, dire outcomes due to addiction. That's just examples, right? If one card is mostly positive and one card is mostly negative, the energy of both is weakened or, more accurately, balanced out. This kind of combination is showing you the light and the shade of a situation. For example, the Sun and the Tower is a blessing in disguise. Okay, I like that. This is an amazing document, guys. I know I've said it. It is brilliant. You gathered a lot of useful knowledge. Thank you. You're very welcome. I really like this document. It's just so. Biddy Tower is great. She puts her documents together really simply, you know. So people interactions, which is a big thing for me. You know this, guys. I've talked about this many times. First, look for the people in both cards. How are they interacting with each other? So a Queen of Cups, which as we know is facing left. I'm talking about Rider-Waite now, right? Queen of Cups is pointing left and a Page of Wands is pointing right. It may be a sign of tension or disengagement in the relationship. For example, the Queen of Cups and the Page of Wands, a teenage son is ignoring his mother. Okay. If both are looking towards each other, it may be a sign of a balanced and connected relationship. For example, the Page of Wands. Sorry. Oh, yeah. So this is the same cards, but in the opposite direction. So first you have the Queen of Cups, who's pointing left, and the Page of Wands, which is pointing right. So they're looking away from each other. Okay. But then in the second scenario, you have the Page of Wands first and the Queen of Cups second. They're facing each other. So if both are looking to the right, or hold on now. I'm after skipping a section. If both are looking towards each other, it may be a sign of a balanced and connected relationship. Page of Wands and Queen of Cups, a healthy relationship between mother and son. If both are looking to the right, it may be a sign of a combined focus on the future. And if both are looking left, it may be a sign of reflecting on the past. I always say that. You know, like say the Five of Cups, right, which is the person looking to the left. And if you had the Tower card in the first position, so if you're the Tower card and then the Five of Cups, the person is still looking back at the Tower moment that caused the Five of Cups energy to come out, you know. I have Biddy's Everyday Tarot. Love the simple shapes and color palette. Yeah, you see, I understand that. I know it's kind of is it a purple and goldy kind of colors, if I'm correct? Um, but you know me, I do love the more color, the better for me. So while I appreciate the simplicity of it, I do prefer more color, you know. It just gives me more, you know. Color is a big thing for me in tarot cards. Um, I kind of get a lot from the colors. So that's number 8. We're flying. So we only have 2 left, and then I'm going to start pulling some cards and show you and see what you get from them. So then we have upright and reversed. Now, I don't do reversed, but I'm going to go through this anyway. So if both cards are upright, the energy is flowing easily and there's more activity happening in the outer world. So the example is 9 of Cups and Queen of Swords, making decisions for the benefit of all. If one card is upright and the other is reversed, there's a focus on both the inner and outer worlds. See, this doesn't make sense to me because I don't think about reversed. For example, the 9 of Cups and the Queen of Swords reversed, expressing contentment, personal decisions. And if both cards are reversed, the energy may be blocked or there's more activity happening in the inner, more private world. For example, 9 of Cups reversed and Queen of Swords reversed, discontentment with personal decisions or feeling privately content about the personal decisions you've made. Okie dokes. Do you know the teachings of Osho, Jackie? He has a little bit of meditations techniques. I do not know. I mean, I've heard the name, but I don't know. The last point in this lovely document is flow. So looking for the flow between tarot cards is one of my all-time favorite techniques. I've left it until last because it is also one of the more advanced techniques that requires a little free flow on your end as a reader. Flow is all about finding common symbols, people, or themes within the cards and observing how these change or evolve from one card to the next. Here's how you do it. First, find something that's common between the two cards. It might be a shared symbol, object, person, background, or even overall theme. Next, look at how it changes from one card to the next. What new information does this give you about the tarot card combination? So, the example here is the Ten of Cups and the Six of Cups. So, one common element is the pair of children. In the 10, the children are happily playing next to their parents. In the 6, they're still happily playing, but now they're on their own. Interesting. I might interpret this as kids growing up are an increased level of independence, yet still a sense of playfulness. That is very interesting, isn't it? That actually has come up a few times in my daily card readings lately, come to think of it, yeah. Like I had from my shitty tarot, I had the Ten of Swords, which is the guy sitting at the table. The image is just before he has a heart attack and he falls headfirst into his food. But um, David Rose is behind him with the sickle or scythe, whatever you want to call it, as the kind of death character, because it's the Ten of Swords, and your man, has a heart attack and dies in that scene in the show. And I also had, now this was a couple of weeks ago, so I had the Ten of Swords and I had the Knight of Cups, which again in the shitty tarot, it's David Rose carrying his boyfriend Patrick on his back because Patrick had like an ankle injury or something. So David Rose carried him while they were going up this hillside to have their lovely romantic picnic and whatnot. So in the Ten of Swords, David has the scythe and he's like the image of death. So I remember in that reading I said, instead today of cutting people down like the Ten of Swords, why don't you lift people up, because David is carrying Patrick in the Knight of Cups, So yeah, the two pairs of people, one is cutting one down and one is carrying someone. So that would link in with this flow point. Oh, there's another example on the back. Here's another example. The Page of Cups and the Sun. One common element is flowers. Because there's flowers on his clothes in the page. And then there's flowers in the Sun card anyway. In the Page of Cups, the flowers are on the page's tunic, and in the Sun, the flowers are towering above the wall and around the young child's head. This could be a sign of taking something that you have previously held close, the Page of Cups, and now making it more public with the Sun. Interesting. Layer it up with the meanings of the cards, and it may be a sign that this combination represents taking your art out into public. Interesting. Into a public space. Perhaps in a gallery or an exhibition with lots of success. See, you can have a lot of fun with this technique once you start to get into flow. So that, guys, is the 10 points on tarot card combinations. So what I'm going to do, I have one example I want to show you, and then after that I'm going to start pulling pairs of cards and asking you to tell me what you think of the readings, right? So again, I was shuffling this little deck earlier on. I'm going to use the Rider-Waite for this. Although I do have my shitty tarot, I might do some of those too, because we're only not even half an hour in yet. So we have a bit of time to do, and hopefully a dozen or so readings. But I pulled two in this earlier on just to give the first example, and then we'll get stuck into the readings, right? So I pulled the Hanged Man and the Eight of Pentacles. So to me, this is about self-sacrifice and working hard, putting in the time and the effort to build some skills, right? So this to me told a story of, say, for example, if you have a few day jobs, but you want to start your own business, it may be a case that you may have to make a sacrifice and get rid of one or a couple of the day jobs to actually put in the time and the effort to do courses, to actually open your business, to put in the time and the effort for the marketing of your business, that kind of thing, you know? Like for me, for example, I have a couple of bits and pieces of day jobs, but then I also do my tarot business, my tarot readings, organize events with my friends here, that kind of thing. So if I pulled these for myself, it might be telling me that I need to make a sacrifice. I need to let go of some things in order to have the time and energy to put into building the business, do you know? So that's just one example. Now there's other things we can look into. They're both wearing red and blue. Red, root chakra, blue, throat chakra. So it might be about getting grounded and using your throat chakra to communicate what it is you want. Maybe you need help. Maybe you need advice from people, etc., etc. You could go on and on, right? Numerology, we have 12 and we have 8. So, hey, Lady. Oh, actually, I was going to say Lady Emerald. Anne. Lads, Lady Emerald is Anne. You've met her before, but she has changed her YouTube and Instagram names. Okay. So, you know, Anne. Anne is in Ireland as well. Are looking at options from a different perspective to help you work. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Beautiful reading, Jackie. Thanks, Frank. You're welcome to call me by my username. I always find it so much easier when I know people's names because sometimes people's usernames go on for days. But yeah, so this is just one example, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start shuffling. I'm going to cut the deck, take a top and bottom card, show them to you, and I want people to shout out what they think of the reading, right? So remember, oh, thanks, Heather. You're the best. So guys, Heather has put up the link to Anne's channel. So if anyone doesn't know her, feel free to go and subscribe. She puts up videos of all kinds, and we will be doing a collaboration on February 10th, which is one of our Monday nights. No Fatima. Yeah, actually, that's strange, isn't it? It's true for you, Frank. So I'm just going to get a quick sip of water. Wait now. I got me a new cup the other day. It was €1, imagine. Look at the size of it. €1 with a straw. I always have a bottle of water next to my bed at night. Because if I wake up and I have a dry mouth, I like to have a sip of water. But the bottle that I have is quite difficult to open and it's quite noisy. So when I saw this for €1 the other day, my mother bought it for me. So I'm going to go through the points again. I lost my claim back for the AI deck and I got my claim back. Jesus Christ, I can't read today. And I treated myself to the Halloween Tarot by Tarot Collectibles. Cool. Have you got a video up yet on it? I'll have to check it out when you get up. Oh no, you don't have it yet, do you? You've only ordered it probably. I forget the fact that we're in Ireland and everything takes years. So I'm just going to remind you of the 10 points to look at. Oh yeah, it's on the way. Okay. So I'm going to remind you of the 10 points, lads. So when I show you 2 cards in a minute, these are the points you need to look at. So keywords. So think of a keyword for each. Put them together. You have a meaning, right? Numerology. Are the numbers the same in both cards? Or are they different? Symbolism. Is there angels in both cards? Is there castles in both cards? Etc. Etc. Elements. So if you've 2 the same suit, the energy of that suit is doubled. Majors and minors. If you have 2 majors, then there's some major stuff going on. If you have 2 minors, then there's only day-to-day stuff going on. If you have 1 of each, then you have to kind of mix and match. Court cards could be to do with a relationship. Okay. Strengthening and weakening. I always say the best way to read a reading is like a sentence before you dive into spreads. Yeah, actually, yeah. Hey, Stephen. Stop by to say hello and make your day. I love it. Absolutely. So strengthening and weakening, like if you have a good card and a bad card and that kind of thing. People interactions. So if the people are facing each other, they're getting on. If they're facing away from each other, they're not talking to each other at all. If both are looking one way, then one is trying to have a relationship with the other, but the other one's been difficult, that kind of thing. And flow is all to do with the kind of numbers going in sequence and that kind of thing, right? So there's a quick reminder of the points to look at. So now I'm going to shuffle and I'm going to pull some cards, and you lovely tarot experts are going to. And is that right? Is Ange live in half an hour? Because I just got a notification. Because lads, I only do an hour, so I will be finishing up in half an hour. So it looks to me like Ange has a live coming up. So we can all jump on over there, lads. Okay, I will be getting some dinner made. So much Irish. What? Okay, I will be getting some dinner made. So much Irish stew yesterday. I love stew. Yum. So let's see. Give us some nice cards for the peeps to look at. Okay, guys. So we have a minor and a major. So we have the Knight of Cups and the World. So guys, someone put up quick in chat what you think of these two cards. So, and a quick reminder, look at keywords, numerology, symbolism, elements, majors and minors, court cards, strengthening and weakening, people interactions, upright reversed, and flow. Yes, Hermit's Cave has a live too. Actually, yeah. So guys, come on quick. Who's going to get it first? Any thoughts on the Knight of Cups looking at the World card? Remember, Knights are about forward movement, but Cups, in my opinion, is the second slowest moving suit. So I look at them in this order: Wands, Swords, Cups, and Pentacles. Wands being days, Swords being weeks, Cups being months, and Pentacles being years. It's not frank. It's not. Think about it. So, slow forward movement, end of a cycle. So, if you were, for example, saying, will this difficult situation be over soon? I can't even talk. Will this difficult situation be over soon? I would say no, that it'll still take a little bit of time. Well, an emotional or intuitive quest coming full circle. Absolutely. Well, he has a cup in his hand and he's looking at the world thinking B, C, or D cup. Smart arse. What would we do without Stephen? Some emotional situation will occur which will make someone, it moved too quick, someone days complete. Someone's days complete. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So like I said, if I had asked the question, will the situation be over soon? I would say no, it'll still take a few months, because I would think cups are months. And this is the second slowest moving suit. He is looking towards the world card. He is looking towards the end of the situation. But I would just think it'll take a bit longer than he's hoping, Just all good suggestions there, guys, as well. Remember too, right? And I said this in my live the other night. No one's that's I'm gonna have to move my legs a bit because they're getting sore. No one's suggestions are wrong, because we all see different things in the cards, right? So don't be afraid to say what you see in the cards, because just because someone else says something completely different does not mean that you're wrong. What deck are you using, Jackie? Do you know what? It just says the classic tarot on the box. It was a gift. It was one of the tarot workshops that I did, and I was admiring this little deck. It's a mini deck. I have to move my pillows and sit up straight because I'm all slouched and my legs are going dead. So yeah, it's a mini deck called the Classic Tarot. I was admiring it. Belonged to one of the girls, and she gifted it to me at the end of the event. Or looking at the world from a place of kindness or compassion. Yes, I like that too. So I'm going to shuffle and pull some more, guys. And we'll see what other little readings we could come up with. So what you might do this time, right, is each individual person, just, you don't have to put it in chat, right? Think of your own question. What do you want to know about right now? And maybe you might be able to figure out what the card pull, what information it gives you in relation to your own personal question, you know? You don't have to. I'm just saying it's an option. Something you could do for yourself if you needed some guidance right now, you know? Have to get going, get some lunch. This was great, Jackie. I hope you do more of these. Have a great day, all. Bye, Heather. So our next reading. Oh, we have another night. Oh, I like this. This is very interesting. So we have the Knight of Swords and the Three of Cups. Three of Pentacles even. Jesus, what am I saying? So, any thoughts? So again, quick reminder. Keywords, numerology, symbolism, elements, majors and minors, court cards, strengthening and weakening, people interactions, upright reversed, and flow. So does anyone have any suggestions as to what these two cards together mean? I immediately got a thought on these two cards. I have so many notifications, lads. Oh my God, Althea, my friend Althea is live as well at the same time. Jesus, Saturday really isn't a good time to go live, huh? Everyone is on. Yeah, I'm just going to be live at 7, which is good to know. So if he stays in an energy of love, he will finally arrive. Could be like coming home, yeah? A true reward, not a lightning speed. But he should be true to his quest. I love that. There was a good cooperation, but unfortunately it all went downhill. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Like, because he is running in the opposite direction of the 3. Time to make some lunch. Bye, everyone. Bye, Nancy. Thanks for popping in. I would read this as someone running away from a bit of hard work. So this person might be needed to actually work with other people, but he's getting the hell out of there for whatever reason. He mightn't like the people he's expected to work with, or whatever. Okay. Yes, Saskia. That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, that's what happened to me today. Oh no, Maya. Yeah, he really doesn't want to work with these people. That's exactly what I got. I was like, oh shit, he's getting the hell out of there. Because of facings, people interactions, right? So they're all there working away in a huddle, looking at each other, concentrating, whereas he is tearing off in the opposite direction. He has no interest in being there with these people. So, perfect example of facings. So let's go again and see what else we get. So I'm going to wrap it up in the next 20 minutes because Ange will be live over on her channel, lads. I love small decks. Everyone should make mini decks because I have teeny tiny hands. I mean, I can use a regular sized tarot deck, but it's just minis are so much better. Okay, I'm going to shuffle again because I'm getting similar cards. The Knight of Swords is the Lord, despair, and cruelty, and is being run off because of the great work being done in Three of Coins with vision and the voice. Love it. With his aggressive mind, he could not fit into the team. Maybe he didn't accept. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Just doing my riffle shuffling over here to the side. Absolutely. Yeah. They were two, because Three of Pentacles is slowest moving suit. Yeah. So they were more Knight of Pentacles people, you know. They were taking the time and the energy and the focus to plan, whereas Knight of Swords is just like, let's get this shit done and let's get home, you know. So yeah, love that. So let's see what else we can get. 2 more cards, please. That's better. So we have the 7 of Pentacles and the 3 of Cups. So any suggestions on these 2 cards, guys? So we have a 7, we have a 3. Swords is thoughts, coins is work. Yeah. I hear my daughter on the way up. Oh, good God, lads. She's shouting at the dog. She better not leave him up. Go out.
Stop talking about me.
Yeah, get out, close the door. Thank you. Good Lord. If I was screaming at her, she wouldn't hear me. It will take time to harvest and venerate. Ooh, that's a big word. With supporting team you have there. Yes, I love that. Ooh, and also, right? Which one was it? I think it was under strengthening and weakening. Oh, celebrate, sorry. But venerate is a word, isn't it? I think it is. I'm going to have to look that up now because it'll annoy me. I think it's a word. Also, we have Pentacles and Cups, which are both feminine energy. Sorry, I have no glasses and typing on my phone. That's all right, girl. That's all right. I think venerate is a word. That's very interesting. Hold on now a second, because I'm going to have to Google that, because that's going to be playing on my mind otherwise. Because when things like that come up, I was doing readings one time a few weeks back with Heather, and she was doing a reading, and I was shuffling and pulling cards for the person, and I started sneezing. So I muted my microphone, and I Googled the symbology of sneezing. And when I read it out to the person we were doing the reading for, it made really good sense to them, and they were delighted. Regard with great respect, revere. Philip of Beverley was venerated as a saint. Okay, it is a real word. So it's regard with great respect. So what had you said? Hold on now, I need to go back. It will take time to harvest and venerate. I'm just going over your thing, Maya, because I'm wondering if it makes sense in what you said. It will take time to harvest and venerate, which is regard with great respect with supporting team. Well, yeah, you would venerate with a supporting team. That makes sense. Yeah, I just had to look that up because I always think that, when we make a mistake, when we say something wrong, when we sneeze in the middle of a reading, because sneezing is kind of comes from your nose, your throat chakra. Like, okay, so for example, when someone says there's a pain in their neck or their shoulders, right? That's all in line with your throat chakra. So that's an issue with your throat chakra. Okay. If you have a pain in your belly, it's mainly your, what's the one, sacral chakra, and that kind of thing. So I just have to scroll up there now a bit because I missed a few. So sorry. Oh yeah. The Lord of Unfulfilled Success, 7 of Coins, versus the Lord of Abundance, 3 of Cups. Ooh. Unfulfilled success. There we go. Versus the Lord of Abundance, Three of Cups. I love it. Venerate. I'm going to be thinking about that word now. I'm more of a collector. He doesn't allow himself to celebrate, is looking at his work in a grumpy mood. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Because if you think about it, I mean, he has 7 pentacles and it does look like it's growing well. And yes, he is looking grumpily at it. He's looking at it like, oh, it could be a lot better. I didn't do well enough. Like he's kind of putting himself down about the whole thing, you know? So he needs to actually celebrate the success he already has, you know? So yeah, I love those suggestions, guys. So we have 15 minutes left, so I'm going to do a few more and then we'll wrap it up. And we'll all meet over on Angie's channel for her live. He doesn't allow himself to celebrate, yeah. Very good point. So, the three graces are the three women in the Cups card. Ooh. Okay, here we go. I like this. Trying to see now what you tell me about this, lads. I have to go. Great to see you, Jackie, and all of you. Thanks, Saskia. Bye. So, guys, we have the Four of Wands, we have the Four of Cups. So, first of all, in numerology, we have 2 fours. So, the meaning of 4 in numerology is doubled with this pairing of cards. So 4 is all about stability. That's the main thing that I see, at least when I see 4s. So we have a lot of stability going on here. So would anyone like to hazard a guess as to what we might say about these two? Just checking a text now. Oh, it's a question about the beach tomorrow. Maybe he would love to join, but it's a women's circle. Ooh. Interesting. Could possibly be. Thank you, Frank. Well, I predicted my friend divorce 6 months ago, so well, am I good? Maybe. If it's what someone wants to hear, maybe, yeah. Four of Wands, Lord of Perfected Works versus Lord of Blended Pleasure. Stephen, do you know all these off by heart, or do you have like a cheat sheet in front of you with what all the cards are, called as in Lord of whatever? I'm just wondering, do you have all these in your head? Or what's the story? So here we have stability. Here we have it could be a wedding, it could be a celebrate by heart. Wow. Fair play to you. So here we have the Four of Wands, which is stability. They have the house, they have the happy marriage or celebration of some kind. It's also known as the 1111 card because the two ones look like 1111. So a card of wishes. Whereas here we have the card of Four of Cups, where this person has all these cups, but he's not showing the gratitude for them. And therefore he's not seeing something else that he's been offered. I know the meaning in Dutch, but it's difficult to translate in English. Yeah. Stephen, maybe not, was just extra line from mine, not to your comment. So yeah. Any other thoughts on these two lands before I go to a different card pull? Do you know what? I'm going to pull some from my shitty tarot. Give me a sec. I just have to move this and reach for my shitty tarot. Just going to mix them up a bit now because I still have the two from this morning's reading. So, I'm going to get so this is my shitty tarot lance. There's the backs of the card. Beautiful rose gold. Well, you can't really see it. Beautiful rose gold gilding. Look. These are amazing. So this is based on Schitt's Creek. So it's Eugene Levy and his son Dan Levy created this storyline. They produced it. They starred in it. Eugene Levy's daughter is also in it, Sarah. There is another Levy or two who are like executives and directors and whatever, I don't know. So yeah, it's a Eugene Levy family show. Someone does not appreciate what they have in their life. Absolutely. Yeah, because they have that Four of Wands, but they're still in this Four of Cups energy, not appreciating it. Yeah. So, I have the Nine of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. Now, I'm going to have to explain this Nine of Pentacles. So, Four Cups also unwillingness to receive by herself. Ooh, yes. So this is the shitty tarot. So the Nine of Pentacles here, this is Moira Rose's wigs. So she's obsessed with her wigs, right? They are her most prized possession. She wouldn't care, I'd say, if the house burnt down, so long as she could save her wigs, right? Or someone does not want to be at the party. Yes. Looking at that Four of Cups and Four of Wands. Yes. Absolutely. Love it. So yeah, with this Nine of Pentacles, Moira Rose's selection of wigs that she's completely in love with. So to her, that is that's her just absolute fully abundant energy, you know, owning all those wigs that were so expensive and whatnot. This Seven of Wands is so quick story. David's sister and her boyfriend were she did a quiz from a magazine. What she didn't tell David was that she did it numerous times until she got the answer she wanted, which was that herself and the boyfriend's relationship was hugely spontaneous and full of sparks and all the rest of it, right? David then did the quiz for himself and Patrick, and it said that he wasn't spontaneous at all, that they had a very dull, boring relationship. So he decided to tell Patrick, we're closing the shop, we're taking the afternoon off, we're doing something spontaneous and fun with my sister and her boyfriend. What he didn't realize was that it meant doing this, one of those obstacle course kind of thingies. And here he is up in the trees, kind of swinging from rope to rope and all the rest of it. With this big harness on him and a helmet and the whole lot, and he's actually terrified of heights. So this was him. Seven of Wands is about defending yourself. It's about standing up for your rights, for your beliefs. So here he was standing up for his belief that his relationship with Patrick was just as good as Alexis' relationship with what's his name? Jesus, I'm gone blank, lads. There's so many names in the show. Anyway, her boyfriend. So yeah, he is just trying to prove a point here that he is spontaneous, but he was terrified of heights. Lord of material gain and Lord of valor. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Those names actually make sense in relation to putting these two cards together, you know, getting a meaning out of them. How different the four plays out depending on the element. Four of Wands is well-tended fire, giving room for celebration. Four Cups lacks movement, no flow, which leads to withdrawal. Ooh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. So what do we think of these peeps? Nine of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. And we've less than 5 minutes left, so I'm going to wrap it up with this reading. Hey, Alison. How are you, girl? Nice to see you. I'm always disgusted I don't get to watch yourself and Heather's lives on Saturday or Friday night even. But it's 1 a.m. my time, and I'm always well asleep. Defending or standing up for what you cherish most. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Well done, Maya. I realize I'm probably at the end of this, but just turned on my computer, yeah, or just in the last few minutes because Ange is going to be live in a few minutes. Those meetings are from Book T, where it all started. This is going too fast and I'm missing stuff. I call the bird in hand card Alison's favorite card. Understood you are completely. Yeah, I hate it though. Angela, we're just wrapping up now in a minute, but you can watch it back anyway if you want to, because this is all has been all about tarot card combinations. So just to catch a few people up who are just coming in, if you Google Biddy Tarot free downloads, there's a few fabulous documents she has that you can download, print off, laminate, do whatever you want with. And this one is about tarot card combinations. So it goes through, like if you pull two cards, look at the keywords, the numerology, symbolism, elements, majors and minors, court cards, strengthening and weakening, people interactions, upright reversed, and flow. So there's 10 different points to look at when you're reading two cards together. So that's what we've been doing here. I went through the main points of those 10 things, and then I just started pulling pairs of cards and asking people in chat to kind of piece them together, you know. Four of Cups could be seeking. Where is it gone? Okay, we're gone past that. Blessings, Jackie, and everyone sending you all love. Sending you all love today. Hope all is well with all of you. Hugs for all today. Amen. Thank you, Angela. Oh, I always watch them back. Blessings, Jackie. I'm running errands, sitting at lunch, going to do my first chocolate egg spell of the year. Ooh, interesting. So yes, I like what someone had said up there about these two cards, because we're on the Nine of Pentacles and the Four. Where is it? I read something. Oh yeah, Maya had said defending or standing up for what you cherish most. So Moira, you very much cherished her wigs. I always go the wrong way, lads. Oh yeah, and this is about standing up for yourself or your beliefs or your rights or whatever the situation may be, you know. So yeah, I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, do all the YouTubey things, as Hershey would say, and comment afterwards. It helps the algorithms, etc., etc. If you guys download any of Biddy's documents, tarot documents yourselves, please do comment on a video and let me know how you're getting on with them. I find them amazing. I have 3 or 4 of them at least printed off. There's a tarot cheat sheet as well, where there's like about 4 pages of tiny little colored images of the cards and the upright and reverse few keywords. It's a lovely document. To Jackie and all the chat choir. Thanks everyone, Jackie. Or thanks, Jackie. Bye everyone. No problem. So I think this was a nice little practice run anyway, wasn't it? At doing tarot. Why can't I talk tonight? Tarot card combinations. Okay. So if you do any practice readings yourselves and put them up in your pages or in your Instagrams or whatever, make sure to tag me. And thanks everyone for being here. You're the best. It's been great fun. We will do it again. I do want to do more of these kind of practice sessions, you know. So I'm going to end stream and jump over to Ange's in a sec when I get a cup of tea. So thanks, guys. Bye. Mwah.